In this video, I'm again going to review the problems from example 2. However, I'm going to use another method which is in many cases considered a shortcut in order to convert these base 10 numbers into a base that is smaller than 10. So looking over these same numbers that we did in the previous example, I like this method better because it just moves a little bit more quickly uh, to help you come up with a number of a different base. It works no matter what number in base 10 you're trying to convert to whatever other base. Is what we're going to see when we get to numbers that are even bigger than base 10. So for number 77, I'm going to start just by looking at this number. I'm going to divide it by this potential base number. So I'm going to be doing division, which I'm going to define as 77 divided by 4 for the first one. I'm going to get a quotient, which would be the whole number part, and the remainder is, what I'm going to be noting over here if it has one. So 77 divided by 4, I would get 19, and I would get a remainder of 1. Now, I'm not showing all the long division here, but that's certainly something you can work out on your own. And you can even use the calculator to aid you a little bit with that as well. Now, I'm going to take this quotient here, and I'm going to now move this down here and divide it by 4. And if I do that, I get a quotient of 4 with a remainder of 3. And I'm going to keep doing this process again and again until I get a 0 in this quotient column here. And so I did. I got 1 divided by 4, which is not going to have a whole number part. It's just going to have a remainder of 1. So now what I do is I just read the number on the remainders upward. 13031. Which is what we determined it to be from the previous example. The number 77 is in base 4. So again, 855 base 6. So I'm going to have my 3 columns, my division, my quotient, and my remainder. I'm going to take this number here and divide it by the base. So 855 divided by 6, I would get a quotient of 142 and a remainder of 3. Take the quotient, move it down here, divide that by 6, get a new quotient, 23, with a remainder of 4. Move this down here, divide it by 6. I get 3 with a remainder of 5. Bring the 3 down here. 3 divided by 6 is 0, because 6 cannot go into 3, with the remainder of 3. So I got my 0 in my quotient. I now look at the remainders. I read upward. And reading upward, the number becomes 3, 5, 4, 3. And that would be the number written in base 6. So as you can see, one of the benefits of this particular method is that I don't have to keep searching for different powers of the base. I don't have to figure out, hey, what's the biggest power of 2 here that could go into 1284. I don't have to do any of that. All I have to do is set up my 3 columns, division, quotient, remainder, and I start with the number and I divide it by the base. 1284 divided by 2 is 642 with a remainder of 0. And then take the quotient, divide it by 2 again. I get a quotient of 321, remainder of 0. Take the 321 divided by 2. I get 160 with a remainder of 1. And I keep doing this until I get my 0 under the quotient. So here, 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 and then 1 divided by 2 gives me a 0 with a remainder of 1. So now my remainders, I just look at the remainder column and I start at the bottom and read upward. So 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, which is the exact same answer we got previously. So you can see this is moving a lot faster than the previous video did, because we had to do a lot of searching, a lot of listing beforehand. 642 written as a base 8 number. So again, I'm going to set my 3 columns, and I am going to do 642 divided by 8. So I get a quotient of 80, remainder of 2. Divide this by 8, I get a quotient of 10, remainder of nothing, 0. Bring down to 10, divide that by 8, I get a quotient of 1 with a remainder of 2. I then bring the 1 down. Divided by 8, I get nothing with a remainder of 1. So reading upwards, the number is 1, 2, 0, 2. And that would be the number written in base 8. Last but not least, 12,304 written in base 5. So set my 3 columns, division, quotient, remainder. I'm going to take this and divide it by the base 5. I get 2460 with the remainder of 4. Bring this down, divide it by 5. I get 492 with the remainder of 0. I bring this down, and I keep doing this until the number in the quotient column becomes a 0. And that happens whenever I finally get a quotient here that's smaller than the base number. And so when I carry through the division, I can't have a quotient. It's just all going to be remainder. So when I get to this point here, again, I'm going to look at the remainder column. I'm going to read upward, going from bottom to top. So here, 12304 written in base 5 is 3, 4, 3, 2, 0, 4. And that is the end of this video. If you have any further questions, please make sure to reach out and ask me about it. Until next time, have a good day.